me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first ever Real New York Rangers Pucked Up podcast, heard on PodBean and SoundCloud. I am Ian, and my co-host for the day is Robert Herr.
Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing?
So, first ever one we're doing. Should be fun. I think it's going to be interesting. Pretty much what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be giving our perspective on what we think the team is going to be doing, how we think the team's been doing as of late. We'll be talking about trades, news, any kind of information that we could pretty much find or pull off of the internet. We'll be talking about upcoming schedules, and then some possible trade rumors running around here, and hope you guys enjoy this. So, Rob, how do you feel right now of pretty much how you think the team is doing?
Right now, actually, I think the team is lost. They don't have an identity anymore. For some reason, when they lost the older players like St. Louis and Richards, the leadership in the locker room is just gone.
Oh, yeah, I think the leadership is completely gone. I like McDonough, but I think we need a veteran in that locker room to really pump up everything. McDonough, as a captain, McDonough should be doing that. But at the same time, we do need a veteran leader. St. Louis was perfect for that.
I definitely agree with that. McDonough, he'll make a good captain in a couple of years.
Yes.
But right now, he is very, very lost. He doesn't know what to do with the team.
Yeah, and apparently Larry Brooks was writing the other day that he really is not 100% happy with the Girardi and McDonough pairing. He thinks that, McDonough has played a lot better since Girardi was out.
Well, the thing is, he is playing a lot better with Klein.
Oh, yeah. Klein was a great pickup.
And he's played a lot better defensively.
Yes.
As far as Girardi, he's playing with a lot of injuries.
That kneecap, he's got to get that kneecap fixed. To be 100% honest, I think he should be sitting.
He should be sitting. McElrath should be in the lineup.
Oh, I love The Undertaker. I called him, when we first drafted him, I called him Big Mac. And then everybody started calling
Big Mac, D-Mac.
I actually called him Mac Truck at one point too, but then McDonough came in, and everybody started calling him Mac Truck. I'm like, well, I guess Big Mac is going to stick with me for McElrath, and then it's when I think Pete was the first one to really mention The Undertaker for
Undertaker
him.
Was his nickname down in Hartford.
Was it? Okay. See, I'm not too familiar with the Hartford stuff. I could tell you the players that are down there, but I don't really know nicknames or the schedule or what goes on down there. I really haven't been paying attention to that lately, which unfortunately is bad for me because I used to know everything about Hartford. I used to know everything about the Rangers. I used to sit here and just, spew everything that I knew about the organization of what was going on, who's coming up, who's going down, whatever.
Well, as far as Hartford's concerned, we may be calling them Rochester very soon.
I know. I don't like that.
Myself, I don't like that either.
I got to get myself a Hartford jersey. I love the Hartford jerseys.
Just don't get the red one.
Oh yeah, no. I don't
Beastly and ugly.
I don't really like that one. So I'm gonna
They
leave
got a lot
that
of good
one out.
players down there, though. I'd like to see some of these kids get a chance, like Herevik.
I'd like to see Tambellini.
That's another good choice.
Tambellini, I mean, he's been good.
At least he plays a lot better than his father did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Probably a lot better than his brother too.
They've got a lot of players that are going to be coming up that are good.
Yeah.
Goaltending, I have a problem with because it's going to be a while for Halverson to be up.
Yeah. Halverson is going to be.
He's got another year in juniors.
Yeah, he's going to have to do that. He's pretty decent for the most part. I mean, he looked good in the tournaments. Now my thing is with Skapski, he went all the way down to the ECHL.
Well, from what I understand, that's from an injury to their goaltender.
Is it? So he went down pretty much as an emergency basis.
He is on a conditioning stint.
Okay.
He just got back. He only played 6 games with Hartford.
All right. Because I know he had that hip injury.
It was either 6 or 9, I believe. But he's been playing good down there.
Okay, yeah.
There you go with another name, Swamp Rabbits.
Yeah, the Swamp Rabbits.
Oh my God.
I liked the Greenville. What were they? Greenville
Road Warriors.
I liked that name. I liked that jersey. That was a pretty amazing jersey.
Yeah, it was a nice jersey. I mean, the name was great.
Yeah, Swamp
I
Rabbits.
can't believe why they went with Swamp Rabbits though.
What is a Swamp Rabbit anyway?
That you got me. It's Thumper with an attitude. We waiting for Bambi to come along and hang out with them on the ice.
Yeah. Now Skapski, I would like to see Skapski back up because he has a 2-0 record. Granted it was against Buffalo, but he's 2-0 record. One was a shutout.
Yep.
So he wasn't that bad when we lost Hank and Talbot was pretty much our starter. So he did pretty well.
Speaking of Talbot, I'm very happy for him right now.
Oh yeah, the extension. Yeah, it was what, 3 years?
3 years, 4.35 or something around
Got
there.
himself a good raise, that's for sure.
Definitely got a good raise.
He had a
he
tremendous
deserves
save.
it.
So.
Did you see the save he had last night?
Oh man, that was nice.
Phenomenal.
I would have. It would have went past me.
It would have went past half of us.
I'm no goalie whatsoever.
Hate to say it, probably would have went past Henrik yesterday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know what. Everybody's blaming the defense this year. I will agree, the defense is terrible this year.
Oh, it's very terrible.
I don't know what happened from last
is
year.
not running it right.
No, I think what's going on is the problem that we're probably having is the fact that we've gone so deep into the playoffs for the past 4 years.
Everybody's beat up.
I think we're tired. I think that may have a major thing to do is with how we're playing of late. I think we're legit tired. We don't have much time to rest like every other team does.
What I think it is also is you look at AV's system.
Yeah.
It's offense first.
Yeah. It's always been offense first, even in Vancouver.
But this is pretty much the same D they had with Tortorella.
Yeah.
Block shots.
Yep.
Stay back. Now they're taking chances.
Yeah, there's
They're
a lot of
heading in
offensive defensemen.
Look how
moves.
deep Boyle was in the overtime.
Yeah. They put
Boyle
even
was
on the power
backing.
play, Boyle is in front of the net.
He was in front of the net. Kreider was at the point.
Yep. That's usually Stefan's spot too. So
Usually is.
we have to make sure that Kreider gets going soon, though.
I think he's going to start going now.
I think he will.
Ever since the Florida game when he got in the fight,
Mhm.
he started crashing in that again.
Yep. He needs to.
But then he was out for the injury.
Yep.
He looked phenomenal yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, he looked great yesterday.
He got the Broadway hat. He
Yep.
deserved it.
Oh, he was definitely standing out. How he didn't get a top 3 star is far beyond me, but he definitely deserved the hat.
Well, Henrik with the amount of saves.
It's true.
And JT definitely deserved the star.
JT, to be 100% honest, last year I wanted JT gone.
I
wanted
did too.
him
A lot of
gone.
us did.
JT has stepped his game up big time this year. Jesper Fast is another guy who he may not be scoring, but he is noticeable on the ice.
Oh, quick he is. You hear his name mentioned all the time.
Oh, exactly. He's always forechecking. He's somehow, some way, always managing to get the puck to the net. And he's always usually assisting on everybody on all their goals.
Speaking of assists, Yandel.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal. Right now he's trade bait, which I can see because UFA next year.
My thinking with Yandel is I want to keep him. I really do. But then, like everybody has been saying, it's a salary problem.
Oh, yeah, big time.
We're only paying half of his salary right now. And Phoenix has the other half.
2.65 out of his salary.
Yeah, he's looking for at least 6 next year. So, if we sign another defenseman to 6 years, you have, at least 5 out of the 6. You're going to see the Hartford
Wolfpack playing every forward position next season.
No, you'll have 4 out of the 6 that are making over 5.
Yeah, McDonough, Girardi,
Stahl, and then Yandel.
And
Boyle's the next one closest, pretty much with 3.25, I believe.
And he'll be gone next season.
He'll be gone. I think, to be 100%, he wants to retire, but I think if he's offered a good enough contract from somebody else, I think he may take a 1-year deal.
He's played well for us this season.
So this year he's been great. Last year, it was over. I did not want him at all. Last year, I wanted him gone.
Everybody wanted him gone.
So, but yeah, he's definitely been one of our best defensemen. Especially a few that we won't mention right now. Yeah.
Wanted Boyle to jump up their ass. You know who you are.
By the power of Messiah.
By the power of Messiah, we will score a goal. And
Yes.
Boyle will get it.
Oh, man. Watch Boyle get the game winner tonight.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm worried about tonight with Ranta.
I am.
Ranta hasn't played. And last start, he was very shaky.
Yeah, he was very. What I don't understand is his first 4 starts with us, phenomenal. But yet the team was playing great at that time too.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it seemed like the chemistry died when we got those 3 injuries to Klein, Stefan, and who else went down? Boyle, right?
Yeah, Boyle went down. Stefan went down.
Klein was definitely part of that. So.
Yeah, it was definitely Klein too.
But once they all went down, it's like our chemistry just got shot out of the sky and just disappeared. And then we went on that losing tear, and it seems like we can't really seem to get out of that funk. We win 1, maybe 2 in a row.
Well, confidence is a big thing. When you lose your confidence in how you play.
Yeah.
I'll
tell you what, someone who has definitely lost their confidence in playing, Kevin Hayes.
Oh, Hayes is shot.
Last year, phenomenal. This year, ghost.
Well, if you look at it, Hayes, my take on it, the whole part of this season is Hayes doesn't have an identity.
I don't think he does either, because I really don't know what he is. Last year, it seemed like he was a sniper and a playmaker. This year, it seems like he's trying to be something he's not.
Well,
I think
it has part to do with AV changing him around.
It's true. Yeah.
Changing his line mates.
Yep.
Last week he had Kreider on the line with him.
Yeah. To be honest, I think they need to put top line should be that Stefan with Kreider, and then I throw somebody on the opposite side there. But that second line, you got to keep, and I mean you got to keep Zuccarello, Nash, and Brassard together.
Yeah.
That line has been fire
They've
since
been
it was
great.
ever put together.
And JT's been great on the first or second line, too.
I say put JT. I'd say you have that Stefan, Kreider, and JT line. Mm-hmm. That's the Team USA line for back when they were in juniors.
Yeah, that could be a good line.
So I think it would work well. I think it would be phenomenal.
Now here's the thing, though. We're as far as the third line and fourth line, I'd keep the fourth line where it is.
Oh yeah, the fourth line's
Glass has been great since he came back.
Equally,
Stahlberg's been steady all season, only with a few mistakes, stupid penalties here and there.
Well, I mean, everybody's taking stupid penalties.
Dom's been off.
Dom has been off, and I
think what screwed Dom up was
he got married again.
No. Well, never know. That could be part of it, but I think it was the addition of Stoll.
Yeah, it might have been because when we brought in Stoll, we put Dominic Moore to the wing.
Yeah.
Dominic Moore, if I'm not mistaken, Dominic Moore has
center.
never been a winger.
No, he's never played the wing.
I think even his first time with us.
That's when Brian Boyle was on the team. They had Brian Boyle move to the wing.
Yep.
And it worked.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, that was one of the best lines there. They had Boyle, Moore, Dorsett, and Carcillo.
Yeah. Dude, I really wish we could have gotten Carcillo back. I mean, we need a player like that.
I know a lot of people don't like Carbomb.
I can understand. One, he was a flyer. He was hated by us.
Oh, yeah.
But we need a player like that. Tanner Glass can't be going out there every single game expecting to be that guy. We need another guy. That's why it was perfect when we had Prust and Rupp and then, Prust and Dorsett.
If you watch, Girardi can throw fists.
Uh-huh.
Klein can throw fists. When he was with Nashville, he was a beast.
Oh, he was. I mean, even when he's playing with the Rangers here, he's been phenomenal with that. He's been. I mean, he fought who was it? Larson.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, and he threw some heavy.
Well, he
bombs
went at it with Prusty too.
Yeah, he's not afraid.
No.
I mean, he got beat by Prust, but he's not afraid. He'll take on anybody if he has to. And
Brandon Prust is still one of the toughest players in the league.
Oh, and for a small guy, he's probably I would consider him probably the best as a small guy.
Oh yeah,
Dorsett can be another one, but Dorsett does get ragdolled a lot.
Dorsett lost a lot of fights when he was with the Rangers.
He did.
But McElrath, if you watch the other night, they didn't want to go near him.
Oh no, Martin wanted nothing to do with him.
Martin wanted nothing to do with him. Clutterbuck wanted nothing to do with him.
Oh, Clutterbuck. Clutterbuck should just honestly stay away from the whole fighting aspect of the game. If you want to try to be a tough guy, be a tough guy. Don't run your mouth.
Now the whole chicken dance thing.
Yeah, Avery ran his mouth, but he backed it up.
Oh yeah.
Cal Clutterbuck just runs his mouth and runs away.
Oh, exactly.
And
that's why Glass was doing chicken dance.
Exactly.
He was taking and channeling his best Therion Fleury imitation from a few years ago.
Oh, that was great.
I was just watching that video that day.
Really? Fleury,
I'm like, oh my God, I remember that when he did that.
Great. I'm the kind of guy that likes the old-time hockey. I love line brawls. I love bench clearing brawls. Mm-hmm. I love hard hits, open ice hits. I love all of that. So I want to see more of it. But the way Bettman is trying to make this game go, it's kind of like he doesn't want any of that at all.
No. He wants it at a ballet.
Yeah, pretty much. He wants figure skating on with sticks. He wants ridiculous. Scoring to go up. It's like, well, if you want scoring to go up, get rid of the goalies.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Put a sixth guy on the ice.
Put a soccer net.
That's
out
really
there.
what you want to do. Take the goalies out.
That's all we need is a soccer net on the ice.
Yeah, because the goalies are getting better and better and better.
Mm-hmm.
Players are getting better and better, but at the same time, you're making the net smaller. You are making equipment smaller for the goalies.
Oh, yeah. That was a big thing with Lundqvist this year, too.
Yeah, all new pads, so you got to get used to those.
I know, he started new pads again.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what's going on with that. It's probably psyche. Goaltenders are screwed up in the head.
Yeah, they're probably expecting that little extra inch that they just took off.
Ooh, hold on. Maybe the pads were a jinx. I'll try these new pads. Yeah. Well, he has been playing better.
He has been. I'll admit that.
And the new skates that he's wearing that are more like a skater skates than a goaltender skate,
yeah,
he gets around there a lot better.
The one thing I have an issue with, and I say it all the time, every time he touches the puck, he turns it over.
Oh, yeah. He's bad stick handling goaltender.
I keep saying it all the time. He should just stay in the net and let his boys go get it. Either you stop it.
I definitely agree with that.
Either he just needs to stop it and let his boys come get it, or if he's going to grab that puck, he needs to make sure that when he wails it around that wing, that he is not throwing it at another player.
No, and he's
got to make sure his boys are there because he always wings it around the ice, and none of our guys.
Well, they know exactly where he's going to wing it because he always goes to the same area.
Yeah.
And they're going to plant their butts right there, pick up that shot.
And he never like fakes it. You watch a lot of goaltenders. Talbot was great at it. He would pretend like he's going to go one way, but then he backhands it.
Hmm. So there's another touchy subject, Talbot.
Yeah, I know a lot of fans.
Don't want to go into that.
I know a lot of fans are pissed off about that.
Yeah.
I for one, yes, I'll say I am one of them, but at the same time, I like the fact that he now has the opportunity to be a starter.
Oh yeah, that's what he deserves. That's
the way I feel. He wanted to be a starter.
Hmm.
So better than having him walk, we got something in return. We got, Ryan Grope. Grope.
Well, Grope got on the Hagelin deal.
Yeah,
Grope was one of the draft picks. That was the deal. That wasn't for our newly gone boy there.
Yeah, that's true. But I just
Mr. Edom.
I feel more happy for Talbot that he is getting the opportunity to be a starter for another organization. Because with the Rangers,
he's adjusting now.
With the Rangers, we may not see another starter for at least 6 more years. I mean, if by any chance the Rangers ever do decide to trade Lundqvist, which I highly doubt they ever will, I think he's going to pretty much be a Mike Richter or a Brodeur. He's going to be with one team pretty much until the end.
Or it could be an Eddie Giacomin deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Could trade him away, come back, and we'd be in trouble again.
Yeah. The way I see it is if we do wind up ever losing Lundqvist for any reason, we better hope that these boys are ready to take over that spot. Because I do not want to see another Mike Dunham.
No. No. Hellberg, I don't think is the answer.
No, I don't think he is either.
Skapski, decent backup. I don't think he's going to be a starter in the NHL.
I think Skapski will eventually become a starter. But I think he still has a lot of learning to do.
Yeah.
He's only played against Buffalo. He's never played against anybody else really like say like the top teams in the league, Washington, Pittsburgh, even though Pittsburgh is not necessarily the top team of the league, this year.
Washington is. Holtby's been on fire.
I'll tell you what team, the Florida Panthers are hot right now.
Oh, yeah, they won 12 straight.
Yeah. And then
So they just lost. I think they lost in overtime.
I think they lost 2 in a row. Pretty bad too. They got whooped pretty bad both games, but
problem
they're
is
still on fire.
they're the 26th in the league in attendance.
Yeah.
So pretty soon you're going to see NHL say, we can't afford you anymore.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I mean, look at me and Richie went down there right there around Thanksgiving, and it was nothing but a sea of blue.
Oh, it's all Ranger fans.
Oh, it is.
Right down here, you and I know Florida is all New York transplants.
Oh, yeah.
New York,
and I mean,
New Jersey, Connecticut, tri-state area transplants.
I was talking to one of the security guards that was working there, because when you get there early, they'll allow you to go into Pantherland, which is their gift shop. You could go in there. You could shop around a little earlier than everything. Then you'll actually be able to go actually stand inside, but only a certain area. They won't let you pass until about...
that's very weird.
It's till pretty much about like 6, maybe 6:30. Then they start opening the doors and letting people in. And then you could go down to the ice or go to concession stands, get your beer, your food, whatever, before you get to your seat. I was sitting there and I was talking to one of the security guards who... He was like, don't say anything, but secretly he's like, I'm a Ranger fan. I'm from New York. He's like...
of course.
So me and him got to talking, and he's like, this is when any of the original 6 teams come to town or any of the Canadian teams come to town, he's like, it packs the place out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's like, but it is not Panther fans that do it. My problem is, because I go there all the time, it is hell getting in and out of that arena.
Well, I can believe it. It's probably like trying to get in and out of the Meadowlands up in New Jersey.
They put it in a rich area, so there's a lot of traffic in that area. A lot of traffic. And it could be, any...
Well, it's
any
right
time.
off I-95, right?
I believe so. Take the I don't remember the fucking road now.
I think it's a jug handle off of it or something.
Yeah,
that's what they always tell you. It's just a quick jug handle off of I-95.
Yeah, you take what I used to do is I just take 95 all the way to Southwest 10th Street, just follow that all the way down, pretty much until I'm getting to like exit 2.
I mean, I've been down here 8 years now, and I'm still lost if I go out driving.
Yeah,
I know just this area, and that's it.
I
go any farther, I'm definitely in trouble.
I know a lot more than I should know, to be honest, because I'm constantly driving. I'm constantly going around places. I used to drive for a living there, and now I'm actually inside the shop, so I don't really drive anymore. But anywhere down south, I can go left and right and still know where I'm at. Here in town, left and right, I know where I'm at. I go to Jensen Stewart, I know where I'm at.
I'll say one thing about the Florida Panthers, though. At least they allow you to wear your jersey in the lower bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not Tampa Bay.
And that really irks me as. And me as a Dolphin fan, the Dolphins want to do that same thing. That irks me really bad. I'm paying my hard-earned money to your organization for tickets.
You should root for whoever you want to root for.
And you're going to turn around and kick me out because I want to wear my team's memorabilia. Screw off.
Exactly.
I'm here supporting, regardless. You want people to come to your game. You want to sell out this venue. Why try to kick people out? Especially teams like New York, Chicago, Boston, where you're going to get close to a sellout crowd or a sellout crowd. You want those guys there. If I owned any hockey team, I don't care if it was the Flyers or the Islanders. I hate those teams. But if
I'd say we're not being friends anymore.
But if I owned those organizations, I would let anybody in. Ranger fans, you want to come in, wear your memorabilia? Come in. As long as you are putting your ass in my seat and giving me money at my concession stand, buying my tickets, buying stuff from my gift shop, whatever, I'm welcoming you in.
Oh, I completely agree with you on that one.
So, I think Tampa's going to you're going to see a decrease in sales.
Oh yeah, big time. I'm surprised right now with Tampa, they're not one of the lowest.
I'm surprised. I really am. I mean, they are a great team. I'll give them that. Last year, I think they got lucky.
Rangers South.
Yeah, pretty much. I think Tampa got lucky with last season. They beat us because we were hurt.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Ben Bishop also has our number.
Yeah, but Bishop was bad last playoffs.
It's the first time we beat him in the regular season.
In regular season, yes.
First
playoffs,
time.
we own him in the playoffs.
Oh, playoffs, we could beat him.
So,
well, except for in Game 7.
I mean, he looked bad in the playoffs. They put their backup in, and
yeah, with Bishop, he's huge.
Yes.
90% of his body blocks the net.
Yeah.
But the key to him, get him early.
Get him at his feet too.
Yeah, he's got it.
Big guy, he's got a long way down.
If you shake him early, he can be beat.
Oh yeah.
So when I scored the first goal, that's when it was worked this time.
High stick side. Everybody beats him there.
Oh yeah.
But yet we keep shooting at his chest.
Rangers shoot at everybody's chest.
That's true. Especially this season.
I mean, how many shots have you seen go straight into the gut, straight into the chest?
Yeah. They're also taking bad angle shots. We need to start taking shots from any angle now, I think.
Well, interesting fact yesterday. They came up with it on MSG. From the point, defense had 166 shots on goal.
And every single one of them stopped.
Because there was no screen in front.
Yep.
Nobody sitting in front.
Yep. And when you're putting little guys like Zuccarello.
Nash is big. Kreider is big.
Yeah.
Hayes is big.
Put him in front.
Put him in front.
You got guys like Zuccarello who the goaltender
Excuse me. Get their pussy asses in front of the net and make them sit.
You've got Zuccarello who, if the goalie stands up straight, will see right over his head. You can't put a guy like Zuccarello there. No. You can't put a guy like
Zook's the only one with guts.
Yeah.
He'll stand in front. That kid.
You got to put someone with a big body in front of a goaltender. You know.
Zuccarello's been amazing this season.
Oh, Zook.
He stepped it up so big time.
He is pretty much just like St. Louis. They said he was small. He wouldn't do well in the NHL.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him. He has not been an all-star yet, which I think is messed up. I think he should have been an all-star.
Fan voting.
You know, that's why I think the all-star game is a joke.
They had a joke, and then they got John Scott.
Yeah, and that's another
Who's never going to make it now.
That's another thing that really irks me about that. We voted this guy in to play in the all-star game. Okay, you wanted to make a joke by making the all-star game 3-on-3. Mm-hmm. Well, we turned around. We're like, well, let's make a joke too. Let's put an enforcer in there. We put an enforcer in there. The league turns around. They pretty much tell Arizona, listen, put this guy in the AHL. Okay, they put him in the AHL. Well, technically, he's still kind of, in a way, eligible.
Actually, Montreal now he's with. Right?
He's with Montreal now.
And which now he's sent him down to AHL again.
Yes, but before he was a captain for the West. Now he's in the Eastern Conference. So technically he can't be captain anymore. And because he's in the AHL, he is now ineligible to play for the All-Star game, which I think is messed up.
Oh, it's very messed up. I mean, the guy got his chance. He got voted in. Let him play.
Yep. And
bring him up for the one game.
The shirts that he made. The one that says, thank you for believing in me. Always love your captain, with the picture of John Scott on it.
Yeah.
He was going to give that to all his teammates at the All-Star game. You can now buy that T-shirt online.
In NHL is screwed up.
It is. You know, I really wish we would get somebody as a commissioner who is a hockey fan or a hockey player or knows the game left and right. Gary Bettman is a basketball guy. Not a damn thing about hockey.
No.
So.
Well, he's a Sidney Crosby butt kissing.
Speaking of Crosby, that guy sucks this year.
He's
doing bad.
I'm very glad. And I just feel bad for Hagelin having to go play with him now.
Oh, yeah, I know. But
I will die if Hagelin becomes a whining, diving crybaby, just like Sidney.
To be 100% honest, he was kind of a diver for us. So.
Yeah, a little bit here and there. Mm-hmm. Well, I do miss his open net goals.
Yes.
Rangers have one this year.
I was going to say he's the only one that can hit an open net.
Hagel can hit an open net. Nash, forget it. But Nash has been on a tear.
I think Boyle can hit an open net. I mean, he shot it from all the way down in our zone, all the way to Steve Mason, and actually hit Mason with it.
Too bad he can't hit it when Mason's not standing there.
Of course. But I think the trade with Hagelin to Pittsburgh is probably a good thing for Hagelin.
Oh, it's great for Hagelin. He's back on a skating team.
Yeah, he now has weapons. Over in Anaheim, he didn't really have much, unless he was on the top line with Getzlaff and Perry, which there was no way in hell he was going to do that.
No, he was third liner again.
Yeah, so now you got him going.
I hate to say it though, Hags is a third liner.
I argued that he was, and I say it all the time. Hagelin made too much for a third line player. He was making first line money for a third line player.
Oh yeah.
And that was that was Sather's problem. Sather hired everybody as if they were a first line player. You give you first line money.
Well, his best season was with Brassard and Pouliot.
Yep.
And Pouliot got another fantastic deal from Edmonton.
Yeah.
When they signed him.
To be 100% honest, I think
another player that wasn't worth that money. Had one great year, and that was it.
Yeah, Pouliot, he's been I think he found his place. Edmonton is definitely his place. Because
he can fall into obscurity with the rest of them.
Yeah, and technically, I mean, if you think about it, I guess he would pretty much be your veteran leader over there. I mean, you have Ferentz, who is their captain, who is a veteran. But at the same time, I don't think he's necessarily captain material.
No.
He's
same as McDonough here.
Yeah. I think it was kind of like, hey, you're on my team. I need a captain. You know what you're kind of doing. So here, take this.
Yeah,
to be honest, I thought they should have given it to Taylor Hall.
Taylor Hall is a solid player.
Yes.
Always has been.
And he's going to be I think Taylor Hall will be with that organization for a long time. You get rid of Taylor Hall, there's a problem.
Yeah, he's pretty much a company player.
Yes.
He's a team first player that everybody wants.
Connor McDavid's going to be another guy. I think Connor McDavid's going to be a star.
He's going to be phenomenal.
So
I think he's going to surpass, let's say now, since everybody was bringing up how Ovi is the greatest goal scorer in NHL history. Thank you, Jeremy Roenick.
Yeah, I know.
McDavid will definitely be better than Ovi and Crosby.
I think McDavid's already better, and he's only 18.
Yeah, he has a personality.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a great personality.
He's not a douche like the rest of them.
Yeah. I was gonna say I went down to the draft when him and Eichel were drafted.
That's right. They had it here in Florida.
And happened to walk past, and he was standing outside. Shook his hand. Said congratulations, and he's like, "Thanks, man. I really appreciate it." I'm like, one day I'd like to see you in a Rangers jersey. And he kind of chuckled, and he goes, "It could possibly happen one day." He's like, "I would love to play on Broadway."
You never know between the trades of Edmonton and the Rangers over the years.
And he clearly said he would love to play on Broadway. So hopefully we can get him in a Rangers jersey. On Broadway. So
problem is, can they handle it?
That seems to be like a lot of people's problems. They can't really handle Broadway.
Hi, you're a goal scorer. Come and play with us. Whoop, put on a jersey, you can't score.
Yeah, I say it all the time. I think
Nash.
Nash.
Sorry, Rick.
One of them.
But he's been doing good lately.
My only issue with Nash is if he went the whole entire season without scoring a goal, I would be perfectly fine with it if he showed up in the playoffs.
Showed up in the playoffs and became
I don't care if
Mr. Clutch.
I don't care if he goes 182 games straight without scoring a goal. As long as he showed up in the playoffs, I would be perfectly fine.
No, that's usually when he shuts down too.
Yes, we need him to show up in the playoffs.
Maybe this year, now that he's not playing so great in the season, playoffs will show up. Hopefully, Rangers get their act together and make it into the first round.
Yeah, Gaborik was I noticed with Gaborik's pattern. If you watched Gaborik's pattern from the Minnesota Wild days to his Rangers to his Kings now, he always has one stellar season, one bad season. The next season after that, he's great, and then he goes to that terrible season again.
I always thought they should get Gaborik back when he was a free agent.
I would love to have him back.
Him in the AV system would be perfect.
Yeah,
he was thrown under the bus on Tortorella's system.
I think he was. Yeah.
Tortorella didn't like him. Tortorella said, "Bye-bye, you're gone."
I don't even think Tortorella likes Tortorella.
We got Brassard out of the deal now.
Yeah. Which I think was great.
About that.
Tortorella was great, but everything else about that deal was terrible.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, pretty much gone now.
I think we gave up too much for Nash, to be honest.
Oh, big time. I'd still like to have Dubinsky back in there.
I would take Dubinsky back in a
is the Avery type of player the Rangers need.
Yes.
He learned from Sean Avery.
We need, like everybody's like, oh, Annie. And Anisimov was great. I will give him that. But Anisimov is your third line player.
Yeah.
15 goals tops, maybe 20 if he's lucky. But Dubinsky had that edge that we need.
Oh, yeah.
Dubinsky may not have been a great fighter. I mean, I remember watching his very first fight as a New York Ranger, and he took on Richardson, I believe, and got dropped in one punch. He may not be the greatest fighter.
He can beat up on Gatorade coolers.
Yes. He may not be the greatest fighter. He may not be the best goal scorer, but he's what you need in a team. He stands up for his teammates. He goes to the front of the net. He's not afraid to get hit.
No, he goes into the corners. He digs.
Yes.
And they lost a lot of those players. I mean, Callahan, okay, they had to make the trade.
Yeah. And
it was good for the Rangers. It was good for Tampa Bay. Callahan, I wouldn't want back, though.
I wouldn't either. I would not take Callahan back.
He showed his colors.
Yes.
He wasn't the team first player. He was.
He didn't want to take that hometown discount. First. I mean, look at Zuccarello.
As your captain, you got to do it.
I think Zuccarello was offered more money, and he took the lesser contract
to stay with the Rangers.
Because he wanted to be a Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to make sure that there's enough money in the organization to go out and get other players.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, he's getting
And
paid.
what was his comment yesterday about the game-winning goal in the shootout?
I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't really paying attention at that point.
He goes, I was so happy to do it because I was horse shit the whole game. He'll tell you.
Yeah, he admits when he's terrible.
I mean, if you read some of the articles on translation from Norwegian papers.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at it, the whole entire league, if you watch their broadcasts for the Ranger games, when Zuccarello's playing, he is known as the Norwegian Nightmare.
That he is.
With us, he's Zuki.
Yeah.
He's not the Norwegian Nightmare. Everybody else is worried about the kid.
When I first watched Zuccarello play, was in the Olympics when he was playing for Team Norway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
before he was even ever in the NHL. I watched him play. I'm like, this guy is the Norwegian Avery. He is a dick and a half. I'm like,
he does instigate.
He is definitely a little ball of fire.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm like, I want this guy on my team. Olympics end, season ends, maybe 2-3, I don't know, days into like free agency or whatever.
Yeah.
We signed him.
Oh, best move they made.
It was probably the greatest move they've ever made. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was down to us in Detroit.
Yeah, I believe it was Detroit, yeah.
And where he's from, all the hockey players, all they ever talk about is MSG, New York City. So he has
everybody talks. The world's most famous arena. Everybody talks about it.
Exactly.
No matter where you're from.
Exactly. And no matter, even if you're a fan of the opposing team, say like you walk in, you're a fan of the Carolina, Hurricanes, or you walk in, you're a Philadelphia Flyers fan. That arena is beautiful.
Oh yeah.
No matter what.
It better be the amount of money to just put into it too.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I went there back in 2000. I want to say 2004. Maybe.
Actually, the funny thing is, that's probably the last time I was in the Garden.
All I know is Matt Sundin was still playing. He was playing for Toronto. And Messier was still a Ranger.
Yeah.
Kasparaitis was still a Ranger.
Oh,
Kasparaitis.
There's another transplant down to Florida. Right down the road to Miami.
Hit Gary Roberts in open ice right in front of me. Knocked him completely out. He was convulsing on the ice. And Darcy Tucker.
I remember that hit.
Grabbed a hold of Kasparaitis and tried kicking the shit out of Kasparaitis.
Kasparaitis got a raw deal in New York, though.
Yeah, he did.
He wasn't liked. They sent him down, and that's when he became a free agent again.
Yep. My players that I've always loved through the years, Darren Langdon, I loved him.
Good enforcer, good player.
Matthew Barnaby.
Oh, Matthew Barnaby. Okay.
McCarthy.
Sandy McCarthy was a good one.
And then, I always loved Dale Purinton.
Oh, Dale was good.
I loved him, but he was blacklisted.
Yeah. You like me. You like the tough guys.
Oh, I love the tough guys.
I started off Fatiou.
Yeah.
Barry Beck.
Yep. See, that's before my time.
Even like Little Ray Horitz-Lennon, his team partner.
Yep. I was only like 5 years old when we won the Cup in '94, so I was still a little young. Yeah.
I was at the bar. You were in diapers.
I just remember, sleeping on the couch. It was like the second period, and I fell asleep on the couch. And then I woke up because my mom, my dad, and then my dad's buddies, Paul and Ronnie, were at the house. And they are jumping and screaming. And I just happened to look over at the TV.
Why'd you wake me up?
I look over at the TV, and I'm like, they're still playing. What are they all excited about? And then I'm like, this game is over. The Rangers just won the Cup.
Yep.
So I wake up out of dead sleep and start celebrating with them, and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed.
Okay, that's all I want to mention about '94 because I know everybody's sick of it right now with MSG showing it like crazy.
I know, man. I'm hoping. I would like to see it happen this year because this year we're definitely an underdog team.
Oh yeah, big time.
Last year we were the team.
We weren't starting off the season though. Before the season started, we were pretty much second choice.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. All right, let's get into a trade that happened on the 8th of January. The Rangers got rid of Emerson Edom.
Bye, Emmer.
Who was not doing good at all on Broadway. Had 0 goals and 3 assists.
Well, he wasn't doing that great in Anaheim either.
Yes, and he was supposed to be our Carl Hagelin replacement. He's supposed to be speedy with a bigger body. They said he was possibly a little bit faster, which I
hate to say, Victor Stahlberg became that player.
Yes, he did. Stahlberg has stepped up his game.
Oh, big time.
But Edom shows all this flash of brilliance when he was with Anaheim. Not once did he show that with the Rangers.
Well, a lot of people say he wasn't given a chance. But there was a lot of games he was on the second line.
Yes, I would agree. He wasn't. I don't think he was given enough chances to play with us. He was, 12 games maybe with us?
Yeah, well, the whole thing is Lindbergh's start.
Yeah.
Screwed up his chance.
It did. Lindbergh came out the gate, like a bat out of hell. 7 goals in 8 games?
7 goals in 8 games, yeah.
That's one hell of a way to start a career, I would have to say, in the NHL. But he has been gone as of late.
He's trailed off.
Yes. I think
he's trailed off.
But also, as we go back to what we were talking about earlier, the chemistry.
Chemistry is definitely screwed up.
Line changes constantly. Mm-hmm. You don't know who you're playing with that night, so you can't really get a chemistry.
Right now, it's the first line, second line, and fourth line.
Yeah. The third line's always flopping. Technically, even the second line's flopping around a bit too.
A bit.
So, but the Rangers required Nicholas Jensen,
who is supposed to be on the same level as Edom.
Yeah.
Another player that hasn't met his expectations, that's supposed to have all the talent in the world.
Yep. And apparently, they say he's 6'3", 202 pounds. He has 24 career NHL goals over the past 3 seasons with the Canucks, only registering 3 goals and 3 assists. So, we're technically looking at...
Well, he hasn't had much NHL experience either.
No. But
Edom had more experience in Anaheim than he has with Vancouver.
Yeah, and what I would like to see is the fact that he's a big guy. He's 6'3". Add some weight to him.
They say he's soft, though.
Yeah, I would like to see them add some weight to him and then let Bukaboom get a hold of him and let Bukaboom teach him some things.
Bukaboom will teach everybody. Look what he did with McElrath.
Oh, he made Mac a beast.
Which everybody was comparing him to every flop on the Rangers' first-round draft picks.
Yeah.
And the kid proved himself this year.
Yeah.
And the knee injuries definitely hurt McElrath.
I would have to agree. He has been. I think it slowed down his game. Was those knee injuries?
Yeah.
Brady Shea is one of those reasons he has that knee injury.
Oh, Shea is going to be a good one.
Because I think they were in training camp.
Yeah, it was in training camp when he clipped him.
Yep. and it put him down, and I was kind of impressed with that.
That's another one. Brady Shea. That kid is going to be something.
Oh, he's going to be phenomenal. I feel bad that they only gave him, 2 games. He had one phenomenal game his first time up. His second game, he had a bad game, and they sent him down. That might have killed his.
No, he's still got time to learn.
He does.
With Buka Boom, it's going to help out a lot.
I would have liked to see him play at least a third game to kind of redeem himself, but they didn't give him that opportunity.
No.
So, but I would like to see a lot more of McElrath, to be honest. Now
he should be playing. I mean,
my thinking
the way
is,
Girardi and Stahl are playing right now.
Yeah,
sit him.
My thing with everything that's going on is they're talking about trading Yandle. I don't think we should trade Yandle. That is my
I
thinking.
do and I don't, because Yandle is playing great.
I think he's
got the most assists on the team.
Yes.
But we traded Anthony Duclair for him.
It is true.
One of our top prospects.
And 2 first rounders.
And 2 first rounders.
Yeah.
And you're going to lose him come July 1st because the Rangers aren't going to be able to sign him for $6 million a year.
My thinking is why don't we, some people may not agree with me, but yet there may be a lot of people that do agree with me. I say we trade Stahl.
I'd trade Stahl.
My thinking is let's go if we are going to aim for Cam Atkinson, let's try to throw Stahl in that trade. They do need defense over there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You give Stahl to them, and I don't know, a late, and I mean late, 6th, 7th round draft pick. Give me Cam Atkinson in return. Cam Atkinson with Kevin Hayes and Chris Kreider as a line. That is the Boston College line right there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. BC Eagles reunited.
They have all played together on that Boston College team.
It's still been a while, though, but there probably is some chemistry that they'll be able to pick up on.
I'm sure you got Kevin Hayes center it. Put him as a center on that line. Yes, he was not that great at center, but put Kevin Hayes.
He got better.
Center. Yes. You put Chris Kreider on the right wing and put Cam Atkinson on the left. You now have 2 speedy goal scorers on each side that can fly and get that puck. Chris Kreider obviously being the faster of the two, but Cam Atkinson is not that slow of a player either.
That's another thing, though. CK hasn't been doing that this year.
Yeah, he hasn't. He has not shown any burst of speed.
No, it's that sports psychologist that he went to.
Yep.
Screwed them all up.
Yep.
Whoever that guy was, he was probably an Islanders fan.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I definitely think.
Now, another thing that I was thinking about is even though Carolina is trying to get rid of Eric Stahl, why don't we trade Mark Stahl to them and somehow, someway try to see if we can snag Jeff Skinner? Jeff Skinner
Another tough
has, 3 concussions in the past 2 seasons?
Oh.
So he's pretty much a concussion away from being out of the NHL.
Might be the next Eric Lindros.
Yes. I say we can probably get Skinner for cheap. Mark Stahl for Skinner maybe straight up.
Mm-hmm.
We can get ourselves a pretty decent goal scorer, and it's cuts
like
the
you
price
said, we
in half.
haven't had luck with them now.
No.
Lindros, LaFontaine.
Yeah.
Caught all of them towards the end of their career when the concussions were bad.
I mean, you look at Skinner. Skinner's still a young kid. He has the concussion issues, but he's still a young kid. He is a goal scorer. Right now, with the injuries being a problem, I would bring that up to the GM of Carolina. I'd be like, listen, this guy is probably 1 concussion away from being done in the NHL. I'm giving you an all-star defenseman for Jeff Skinner. Jeff Skinner will probably
see on one side of his face, but
Jeff Skinner would be probably about half of the price, because I think Skinner's making about 3. So there's now $3 million that we can have for a re-signing of Yandle.
Well, something like that, they'll probably take and ask the Rangers to pay part of his salary.
It could be a possibility, yes. Because
with Yandle when he
I
came
think
to
the one
Rangers.
reason why they're trying to get rid of Eric Stahl is because of the fact that they do have
making too much.
2 Stalls with big money.
Oh, yeah.
And then now you're going to add a
Jordan and
third one
Eric.
with big money. So, and I think Justin Falk is making
why
some
not
money.
a third?
Yeah.
They can have a third.
They can have all the Stalls. They
can have
have
them.
They have Jared Stahl down in the
And he's down in the minors, yeah.
So
He came back with Pittsburgh last season, right?
I want to say so. But I believe he's with all 4 Carolinas.
Yeah,
Or all 4 with Carolina.
I'm sure he re-signed with them this year, and then he went down in the minors.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think the 1 year that we played against Carolina in Carolina, the top line was all Stalls.
Yeah. Oh, why not have a family reunion and trademark there?
Exactly.
Either that, or you can do a 3-team deal. If they want Atkinson that bad,
Yeah.
maybe Carolina has something they want.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we can work a
The
trade
other interesting
between
was
the Rangers, Carolina, and Columbus. Cam Atkinson can come our way. Maybe Eric Stahl can go to Columbus, and Mark Stahl can go to Carolina.
Now, what do you think of the rumor that came out yesterday?
Which one was that?
Yandel for James Van Riemsdyk.
I did see that, actually, yes. To be 100% honest, I would love to have James Van Riemsdyk. He's a Ranger fan.
Middletown, New Jersey boy.
So he would not be playing for the name on the back. He would be playing for that name that's on the
exactly,
front.
which is what they need.
Yes. Dubinsky was great because Dubinsky grew up in Anchorage, Alaska, but was a Ranger fan.
Yeah.
You want to get a team full of Ranger fans. Like Michael Cantner.
Would love to have that.
Oh, yeah. Michael Cantner, who is down in the minors right now for the Rangers.
Yeah.
Born in New York City. Grew up loving the Rangers. So if he ever...
He's going to take pride in putting that jersey on.
He probably
every
never
night.
will, but if he ever does reach the NHL level...
I don't know if he will. He's been on and off.
Yeah, he's not...
He seems like a flash in the pan type of player, though.
I don't think that he would make it, really, because... we got so much talent. He's not necessarily talented.
I'm just waiting to see what happens when Vucinovic comes up from KHL and they finally get him to the AHL.
Yeah. Plus, I want to see our Finnish prospect too. What's his name?
Salasi. It starts with an S.
Saar.
Sorella.
Yeah.
Sorella. Yeah, he's out for the year. I don't know what happened to him. Yeah. I know there was an injury, but they didn't get into specifics.
Yeah, but
what's wrong with him?
I would like to. He looked phenomenal in the tournament. Also, I'd like to see him come up and play. Could you imagine having him and that Russian together? Ooh, it's gonna be dangerous.
And put Tambellini on the same line.
Oh yeah.
Tambellini, I'm very high on.
I will. A lot of people bash Sather for side of everything on how the team plays, shows up, whatever. But yeah. I will agree. I will say this, that some people agree with me on it, that he has built our farm system.
Oh yeah.
That one year that Hagelin came up, you had Hagelin come up, you had Zuccarello come up. Mm-hmm. Everybody that came up was on fire.
Well, Sather got handed a bad deal when he came in, though. Smith killed the farm system.
Yeah, there was no farm system.
No, he traded everything away.
Yep.
Everybody complains about Glenn Sather, probably because he hasn't won a Stanley Cup as Rangers GM.
Mm-hmm.
Neil Smith won it.
Yeah.
But Smith killed the farm system with the trades.
Yeah.
Big time.
That's pretty much almost like, going with, saying Dan Marino wasn't a great quarterback because he doesn't have a Super Bowl ring. But if you think about it, Trent Dilfer is a terrible quarterback but has a Super Bowl ring. So it's like You can't compare stuff like that. Yeah. You got, Smith who, got rid of our whole entire farm system to win a Stanley Cup, which was great.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I applaud him because 50 years was terrible. So, but when you give away your whole entire farm system, you're going to go through a rebuild and you're going to go through some bad times, which in fact we did. The whole Jeff Dunham era was a mess.
Yeah, it was a mess. Everything after Messier left the first time.
Yes.
Yep. Messier left. Knocked that team down.
There was no fixing that at all.
No offense to Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, he came in at a bad time.
He came in at a bad time with a lot of bad players, except for Lindros. Yeah. Lindros was good then. Yager was good.
Yeah.
There were a lot of bad teams with the Rangers. I know a lot of our older group members.
Yep. Yager's still, to this day, is still good. 43 years old, and he's still rocking.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah. That's something that
right now I'd take him over Rick Nash.
Yeah.
Hate to say it.
Yeah. Nash, he's just...
I know I'm going to get some grief from some members of the group.
He's invisible. He really... I made a hype video, not necessarily a hype video, but just a New York Rangers video. And I put a lot of back when Nash first joined the team. I made the video, and it's all Columbus stuff.
Yeah.
When he was in Columbus, he took over a game.
Yeah. Totally.
He drove
player.
to the net hard. He made all these fancy plays.
He was the power forward he is supposed to be with the Rangers.
Now he came here, and it's like he's trying to make other people look good.
Yeah.
And it's not working out great at all. It's like we want him to be that Nash to come and take over a game.
Well, the funniest thing, we go back to Zuccarello. The smallest guy on the team is the biggest power forward on the team right now.
And he's very unselfish too.
And by the way, I named that move he made yesterday.
Uh-huh.
That's the second time he's done that move. That's officially the real New York Ranger fans, Zook Juke.
Zook Juke. Yeah, he's phenomenal in shootouts. I mean, I wish I could pull up the stats of that. I don't know where I would find any of those stats on that. But I mean, there's not many times he misses at all.
No.
So
as long as he makes moves. If Zuccarello doesn't go straight to the net, he's fine.
Exactly.
Once he goes straight to that net and shoots, forget it. He's got to make the moves.
He's been a great addition to the team since coming over to the United States.
He's just a phenomenal player.
I'm glad that Tortorella didn't destroy him. Kind of, because I think that's quite his problem. So I think Tortorella kind of destroyed him in a way.
Tortorella destroyed him mentally, but Kreider picked up.
Yes.
When AV came in.
Yep. And I loved how when we played against Tortorella the first time, that he was back in the Garden.
Yeah.
As an opposing coach. Kreider gets a hat trick.
Yeah, it was pretty much sweet justice for him.
It pretty much was. It was kind of like an FU move, pretty much.
Oh yeah, big time. I mean, Kreider, he's still a young kid.
Yep.
I can't see giving up on him and trading him away.
I don't want to.
He has talent.
I really don't want to get rid of him.
There's a lot of people who want him gone.
I know a lot of people do, and I think it would be the wrong thing to do.
I think right now, look at yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday, and I hope that this is a wake-up call for him. I hope he wakes up and this is
like I said, though, I think he woke up during that Florida game.
Yeah.
That fight did it, and then he had the little setback with the hand.
Yep.
The cut on the hand was the worst part about it. Couldn't heal. Couldn't stitch.
Yep.
And when you're out 2 games after that, that's going to be the worst part of it.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's get into today's game, Matt. Today's matchup between the Washington Capitals and the New York Rangers. This game's at 5 o'clock today.
The early game. Oh, my God.
I know. You got Antti Raanta, who's getting the start tonight instead of Henrik Lundqvist. Henrik Lundqvist has been playing a lot lately, and Antti Raanta has not. Yes, he needs a rest. And to be honest, I think we should give Antti Raanta the start today and maybe the next game. Just kind of give Lundqvist
could be a possibility, but there is time between now and Carolina game.
There is, and I think we should just give Lundqvist a little bit of a rest. He has been standing tall for us of late, but we need him healthy. We need him not tired when it comes to the playoffs.
Yeah, here's the whole thing though. Everybody has been jumping on Henrik.
Yes.
A lot of soft goals lately.
Yes.
But you got to remember, Henrik started off his whole season the way he finished it.
Yeah.
He started off this season hot.
Yes.
Every season for the past, 4 years?
Yeah. And
he's been lousy.
He made so many unbelievable saves at the beginning of the season that can arguably be the goal or the save of the year.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially in the game versus it was actually Washington at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. The one where he made that stick save.
Yeah.
Started, I think it was like at least the 4th game in or 5th game in.
Yeah, 3rd or 4th game in, somewhere around there. But he was phenomenal at the beginning of the season, and then he tailed off again.
Yeah, he was.
Right when the rest of the team started falling apart.
Let's see. Here's nope. It was
look up the stats.
November 3rd. November 3rd was that game that he made that unbelievable save.
Yeah, and then after that is when they started trailing off. November was a bad month.
Yeah. Yeah, because here it is. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 straight wins in a row. Then we lost to Tampa on November 19th.
Yep.
And then we won 2, lost 1, lost 2, lost 3.
Yeah.
So
that loss to Tampa was the big
that
time.
Tampa one was pretty much where we kind of started falling apart.
I wonder if that went back to last season during the playoffs. All of a sudden they got that little mentality, oh man, we got beat by Tampa again.
It could have been. I mean, it was only a 2-1 loss. So, I mean, it wasn't like it was a bad loss.
You never know with a player's psyche.
So, I don't know. Maybe we can figure something out. Maybe we can get something going here. But now, the Capitals, they made a pickup of Mike Richards.
It's a good pickup.
And he will most likely be playing tonight or today.
Well, he played yesterday. Was his first game, I believe.
First game, and then they said he's going to play again.
Were.
He's playing in the on the fourth line in Brooks Lake's spot. Now, to be 100% honest, Brooks Lake is someone I would actually think about bringing over to the Rangers too.
He's a Ranger killer.
He is.
He's a big body. Stuff. He always beats the hell out of him.
He's a big body guy too, and he's not afraid to go to the net at all. So,
but as you know, every team that wants to make a trade with the Rangers,
they want to screw us.
They're going to rape them.
Yeah. They could probably be trying to sell us, Mike Dunham for a first round.
Look what Pittsburgh just gave up for Hagelin.
Oh, they gave up like nothing. Gave up a prospect and Perron. Perron is -16 on the year.
Perron was a good player though. So. Perron needs another change of scenery. That's what happens on there.
I mean, he did phenomenal in Edmonton for a team that was bad as they were.
Yeah, but we got Emerson Edom for Carl Hagelin.
That's true. So, but
tonight's game should be interesting now.
Yeah, and
they just lost to Buffalo.
And they do not have. Nice laugher. They don't have Holtby going today either.
No Holtby, huh?
No Holtby. So it's pretty much.
There's another Ranger Achilles heel though.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal lately.
Rangers, when they play a backup, always have problems. That backup wants to be Glenn Hall. He wants to be Jacques Plante.
Yeah.
When they go up against the Rangers, and usually they do it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We have backup versus backup tonight, so it shouldn't be too bad. It might be a high-scoring game, though.
Yeah, because it says he's expected to play. So, and it says Holtby is expected to be the backup. And so, I mean, I guess we'll see what's going to happen here. Hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully it's
Well, they definitely got to come out and score first.
Oh, we got to come out hard. We got to come out quick. We got to score first. I mean, the Islander game the other night was pretty bad.
They played good 2 periods.
The first 2 periods were phenomenal. I missed the first period, unfortunately, because I was out of band practice.
It was a hard game.
So, and it was a hard loss, too.
Oh, yeah. That loss killed me. I mean, the first couple of minutes in the third period.
Yep.
Killed him.
Yep. Kevin Hayes is, the reason for the first goal. After that,
his
it was
giveaway,
just,
his giveaway in the defensive zone.
Yes.
Oh my God!
But as of right now, pretty much the Capitals have won 2 out of the 3 games against us this year. So
yeah, this is the next to last game. I think the next game we have against them is in March.
I believe so. Yeah. And
at the end of the season.
I'm hoping that it's a. I'm hoping it's
a good game. Well, you got to get a win. Playing a lot of Eastern Conference teams, playing a lot of the Metropolitan Division teams right now.
Yep.
And this is where you need your points.
Oh yeah.
You need to pick up the points now.
In the division especially.
Oh yeah.
You can't.
Well, it's nice to beat the Flyers yesterday, but we should have beat the Islanders.
Yeah, we should have beaten the Islanders. Should have beaten the Flyers. To be honest, we shouldn't even have gone to overtime.
No.
So, but unfortunately, things happen, and we have to. Well,
the Islander game, I will blame on the officials for the penalty on McElrath.
Yeah.
Tavares did the same thing to Zuccarello, but worse.
Yeah.
And then McElrath gets nailed for it.
And because it was in Philly, I'm sure Kerry Fraser was somewhere up in the crowd. They want to impress Kerry Fraser, who's the hometown boy. So I'm sure that was one thing that went there.
Well, they didn't call a lot in the Flyers game towards the end.
Yeah.
I was even surprised they called that penalty with, was it 5.8 seconds to go yesterday in overtime?
Yeah. I was actually,
Come on, that's a joke. You got enough time for a face-off and a shot.
Yeah. I mean,
you let them go in the third period, let it go there.
Yeah. I mean, overtime especially. I mean, unless it's blatant,
which I do not like the 3-on-3.
I don't. I really don't.
I think it's a joke.
It's
pretty much
I think
a
it should be
circus.
5-on-5 for 10 minutes. 5-on-5 for 10 minutes. And if there is no goal scored in that 10 minutes, then it's a tie.
Yeah.
I think they should go back
to the old system.
The shootouts are garbage.
Oh, yeah. That's another just thing for the people who
And now
are not hockey fans to
my
bring them
next
in.
thing is with the shootouts now compared to the ties back then with Richter. Do you think Lundqvist would even be close to the most wins as a Rangers goaltender if there were ties?
That's a good question. Probably not.
Because, I mean, if you really think about it, at least a good chunk of his wins were in the shootouts.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But he's been crap lately in the shootout.
He has been. He needs to wake up this year. You know, I know a lot of people are going to give me grief about that, but he has not been playing as Henrik Lundqvist.
No.
He needs to step up.
No, he's starting to pick it up better, but he's still giving up soft goals.
He is.
Those
he
goals
makes some
he never
unbelievable
gave up.
saves, and then he's just one slips through like.
But here's the other thing: block shots have gone down.
They have. But yeah, I think one thing is I think Girardi. I think he's afraid to block a shot right now with all the injuries he's got.
I can't blame him. You got a broken kneecap.
Yeah, from a block shot.
From a block shot, you're going to stay out of the way.
Yeah, and a lot of people do not give the Rangers defense credit.
Now here's the thing too. I haven't been able to check yet because it was early before you got here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Klein is playing tonight. I know he took a shot to the hand on a slash.
Yeah, as of right now, it doesn't say anything that he's in or out.
That's a big time loss there if he's out.
If he's out, then yeah, it's going to be a big loss. But at the same time, we're adding toughness into the lineup with McElrath coming in.
Yeah.
And you got Wilson, who is probably going to run around like a bat out of hell.
Well, that's why I would sit Girardi or Stahl tonight.
Yeah, and then you also have
even old man Boyle. No offense, Brian, but
what's the other guy? Volpe?
Yeah, Volpe.
He's another guy that'll run around and hit and fight. So you get Wilson off the ice, it's great. Wilson is one of their better players. If you could get Ovechkin off the ice, that's phenomenal. But at the same time, you also got to watch. You got Kuznetsov on that team, who has been lights out.
Oh, everybody has.
So
I mean, Washington has been the surprise this year.
They have.
Everybody thought Pittsburgh was going to be.
Well, with the whole Phil Kessel trade, I think people thought that it was definitely going to be a great move. But at the same time, I'm like, Phil Kessel is a locker room cancer.
Yeah, that's said about him a lot.
So, and I think it's
why
definitely
I'm glad the
shown.
Rangers didn't try to go for him.
I'm glad the Rangers didn't go for him.
I would have tried to go for Oshie.
Oh man, I wanted Oshie so bad.
The only thing is I'd miss the Oshie and Zuccarello scrums.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't like each other.
Zuccarello went after him last season.
Yeah.
But Oshie I like as a player. I'd love to have seen him with the Rangers.
Yeah. But all right, we're going to wrap this up here pretty much. We're going to go over just a little quick upcoming schedule of what's to come here. We have the game tonight against the Capitals at 5 o'clock. That's going to be on the NHL Network or MSG, wherever you may be at. Unfortunately for...
Oh, good. I'm going to have to find a feed tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately, me and Rob, we got to watch it on the NHL Network because, MSG gets blacked out down here in Florida.
Well, it is Sunday night, so they should have the Rangers feed.
Yeah, they may have one. So.
Saturday night, we'd have that stupid Rogers hometown hockey feed.
Yeah. Well, we could probably get one, yeah. We got a game Tuesday night, which is actually my birthday, January 19th, against the Canucks.
Happy birthday to you. I beat everybody to it, guys, just so you know. Right.
And then after that, we got a little bit of a break. From Tuesday, we go all the way to Friday against the Carolina Hurricanes.
At the Garden, back on the home ice.
No, the Canucks game's at home ice.
Canucks are on home ice.
Yeah,
that's
Canucks
right,
are at home ice. The Carolina game is in Carolina.
Is it in Carolina?
It is in Carolina. And Alfonso is one of the guys who was putting together a road trip with a bunch of Ranger fans, stuff like that. I was actually going to be a part of it. But unfortunately, funds kind of prevented me from doing that.
Which it does with everybody.
Yeah, so if you are going with him, have fun.
Yeah, have fun.
Be loud.
Yeah, represent the group right. Be loud. Be proud.
Exactly.
Curse out Carolina.
Yep. And then we got that game
Start
Sunday.
chanting, take our stall. Take our stall.
And then we go to Sunday, January 24th, against the Senators. You know, it's a 3 p.m. start for that one. And then you got January 25th, which is that Monday, against the Sabres back at home, which will be on the NBC Sports Network at 7:30. And that'll do it for January.
Short month.
It is. It's a pretty short month.
It's a short month on games. You figure
1, 2,
February would be,
3.
well, it is the shortest month, but you figured we'd have the less games then.
It's only 11 games this month.
I was putting up the schedule for the group.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's it?
Oh, you put so much time into that group. It's not even funny.
I love everybody in there.
Yeah.
What do I call everybody?
Family.
RNYRF family.
Yep.
And that's the way I feel.
La Familia.
And I want to want to broach on one subject.
Yeah.
Little Dominic,
Yes.
Karen Karachi's nephew.
Mhm.
Thank you to everybody who's bought the T-shirts for Team Dominic and who's donated to her GoFund. I've posted most of the money so far, holding some out because unfortunately the site I'm on, you only can have $20 before you can take it out.
Yeah.
If you have $10, they don't let you touch it. So I left a certain amount of money in there and already made a donation in the group's name
Sweet.
to Team Dominic's GoFundMe.
Yeah.
But thank you, everybody, for your thoughts, your prayers. I mean, the little kid, you see the picture that's posted up today. It brings tears to your heart.
Yeah. I mean, the kid's smiling.
Always smiling.
You know?
And I was talking to Karen about that today on Facebook.
I mean, that's a plus. I don't have a kid yet. I couldn't imagine having to go through that.
No. I don't have any kids. I got my great nieces, great nephews,
Yep.
friends, children
Yep.
that I'm always watching after.
Yeah.
But, you look at a kid like that, 3-year-old kid, he's got to go through that.
Yeah.
But he's always smiling.
Yeah.
Just makes you feel good, though.
It does.
It makes you sad, it makes you cry. But
Yeah.
seeing a kid fight like that
Yep.
and be happy.
It definitely gives you motivation. That's
Which
for damn
the
sure.
funny thing is, I've been trying to help her out any way I can, find out any form with the Rangers to get him to the Garden, to get him into practice. Bernie Nichols was one who answered me. Was
Really?
able to give an email for Karen to finally get in touch with somebody.
That is
Hopefully
awesome.
she hears back soon. She already heard from the Americs,
Oh, really?
and they're going to plan a special day just for him.
That is awesome.
Right up in Rochester where they live.
That is awesome. Yeah, see, I got a few people here and there. Bernie Nichols is one of them that I actually have on Facebook.
Mhm.
I got Ron Greshner on there.
Yeah, I got Gresh. I got another great guy is Kotze, Chris Katsopoulos,
Yes. Yep.
who
Yeah,
is
he's-
actually a member of our group but never posts on there, Chris. You have great posts on your page, but you never post in group, buddy.
I know. He's a great guy. I mean, me and him, we've talked back and forth a few times. So, Bernie
Kotze
Nichols is a
very
great
nice
guy.
guy. I mean, Bernie will talk with you on Facebook for hours,
Oh, yeah.
and he reaches out to the fans,
Yep.
and he's known pretty much as an LA King.
Yeah, he is,
But, once a Ranger, always a Ranger.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it could be anybody. John Scott,
Yeah.
once a Ranger, always a Ranger.
Exactly.
Bugard, once a Ranger, always a Ranger.
Boogeyman.
Even
Rest in
Pascal
peace,
Dupuis.
Boogeyman.
Pascal Dupuis played 7 games with the
I
Rangers.
felt so bad to hear his career's ended.
Yeah, I mean, I felt bad for him too. He may be a Penguin, but he's still a Ranger at one point.
One Ranger I do miss, though, and I want to try to find out where they are today. Todd Harvey.
Yeah, Todd Harvey.
Heartbeat Todd Harvey.
Yep. Same thing with Jed Ortmeyer.
Oh, Orty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he's doing well,
Yeah.
because I know he had a
He had
lot
to
of problems.
cut his career short.
Yeah,
I mean, he last time I seen him playing, he was a Minnesota Wild.
yeah. The kid had some heart.
Yeah, he did.
And Rangers have had a lot of players that had heart.
Yeah. And what's funny is they're all fourth liners.
Yeah.
It seems like the heart of the team is on your fourth line.
Yeah, go figure that one.
Yeah.
Well, except for now.
Except for now, yeah. Zuccarello is definitely the heart of the team.
Yeah.
That guy carries the team.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're down,
Anybody bleeds blue on that team, it's Matt Zuccarello.
oh, by far. I don't care, you guys could sit here and say, oh, well, this guy and that guy. No, Zuccarello is the top dog
Oh, big time.
of that team.
Little number 36.
He would probably be a great captain, but I think it's still a little too early in his career to be captain.
It's too early in his career. And to go back on to McDonough, what I thought was going on with McDonough last year.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you're probably just a little bit too young to remember when Leach was captain.
No, I remember.
His first year was crap.
Yes, it was.
His production went down.
Yep.
Next year he picked it up. That's what I thought was going to happen with Mac.
Yep.
Nope.
Well, I mean, I guess
Some people can handle it, some people can't.
I guess we can find out maybe next year. Well, I guess we'll see what goes on next year. I mean, this just may be a
Right
bad
now,
year.
I just take and knock off the C and go with the alternates.
Yeah, the 4 alternates. Yeah, I mean,
It worked once Cali was traded.
yeah, I think right now it's just a bad season in general. That I think it's kind of hard to really get things going.
I don't know if it's they're tired or what.
There's
I guess
probably
this is the time of year though they started picking up.
it is. The All-Star break is usually the time they're on fire.
Yeah.
So
Going into the All-Star break.
yes, going in.
Or back then the Olympics.
Yep.
We had those too.
Yep.
But
All-Star
hopefully,
game's
hopefully
like,
our
what, 2
team
weeks?
picks it up. I think it's 2 more weeks, isn't it?
I think so.
Which probably none of us will be watching because it's 3-on-3.
I like the skills competition, but I really am not impressed with the All-Star game.
No.
I think the draft that they used to do was terrible.
Yeah.
I think it's stupid.
No, they should go back to the old Eastern and Western
Yes, it
Conference.
should be East versus West again.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the best time to do it.
That or it should be, kind of how what they did that one time where it was North America versus the world. That would be interesting.
That was cute. That was when it started going though.
Yeah.
That's when they started doing the team charter, the team, whoever.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it would be a bad thing to do. I think 3-on-3. I think is going to kill the All-Star game.
It's stupid. It's a gimmick.
It is. And what they did to John Scott was just an embarrassment.
Make it worthwhile.
It was an embarrassment.
Whoever wins gets the home ice advantage for the playoffs.
Exactly.
It's Eastern Conference. Okay, Eastern Conference won, Stanley Cup playoffs. You got home advantage.
And the way I see it, you guys want to make this such a joke for us to watch, and we made a joke back, and you guys didn't like it.
Well, you know what it all started with? The glow puck on Fox.
Yeah.
Fox tracks.
They were talking about bringing that back, and I'm like, please don't.
No, don't. Yeah, we're going to bring back the robots, too.
The robots, yeah. They still use them robots for football.
Yeah, I think they recycled them.
You probably do.
Took the hockey ones, melted them down, and made new ones.
Probably.
I'd rather stick with NBC and them.
Yeah, as much
Pierre,
as I hate Doc and
Pierre and Milbury,
I would rather
is a Ranger hater in the first place.
He
was the first one in stands at the Garden.
Yep. And he's going to arguably, defend any team against the Rangers.
But there are worse announcers. We've had a few on there.
I don't like the guys in Buffalo.
No, they are boring.
I don't like them. I don't like the guys in Nashville.
Sorry. Potvin sucks. Potvin sucks.
I don't like Potvin. I do not
We
like
get
Potvin.
stuck with him down here in Florida watching Fox Sports Florida for the Ranger games. And he is such a homer for the Panthers.
Oh. Not just
my
a homer
God,
for the Panthers,
look at that hit. Hayes just hit him with. He should be suspended for that hit.
Yeah.
It was a minor little incident.
I know. It's like he tripped and fell into the boards. He hit nobody, and he should be suspended.
Yeah, you guys just don't understand, those of you who don't get stuck listening to him.
Yeah.
He still sucks down here.
Oh, he's terrible. He's god awful down here.
I do miss Jiggs McDonald and Eddie
Yeah.
on the Islanders broadcast.
Yeah.
Stan Fischler and Jiggs McDonald. They were great.
Yeah, I like Eddie-O. I like listening to him talk. He is very pro Penguin, but I do like listening to him talk. He's good.
He does call game fairly on the color.
But when it comes to Pierre and Doc, I can't. Whenever I hear their names, I just get disgusted at them.
You get a cringe.
Yes.
You get a cringe. You get that
Doc
little
Emmerich,
tickle in the back of your throat and then a little throw up in your mouth.
I think Doc Emmerich has an annoying voice.
I know we're going to hear crap about this.
I think he has a very annoying voice.
Oh, yeah.
Very annoying voice.
But they named him NHL Announcer of the Year again.
I don't know how, why. To be honest, Sam there are some people in the group that I believe don't like Sam.
No, Sam has gone a little off in the last couple of years.
He has, but he's still a phenomenal. He is a homer for a little bit.
See, I feel bad for you. You weren't around when he had Jim Gordon and the big whistle, Bill Chadwick.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Both of them rest in peace.
Yeah.
And Jim Gordon did the Giants games on 11-3-0 back in New York.
Mm-hmm.
He did the Ranger games. Phenomenal.
Yeah, now
one of the best announcers.
It took me a while to grow on Joe. I didn't like Joe.
No, because you had JD, you had Espo.
JD and Sam were the dynamic duo.
Oh, they were great together. Even Espo was good with them.
Yeah. Just JD had a sense of humor, and it washed off onto Sam.
Yeah, it balanced Sam out.
Hilarious with each other.
With Joe tries to be Mr. Positive.
He tries to be professional about it.
He wants to be Mr. Positive on everything now, and it gets to you really bad.
I know there's times where he just cannot suck hard enough on certain teams. It's like, dude, you would swear that he's the announcer for the opposing team sometimes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's like you are.
But there are good announcers. Some of the other teams in that do call him fairly.
Yeah, like Sam. Sam is fair.
Yeah.
He is a homer, but
actually, the best announcers I've heard so far this season, Edmonton's.
Edmonton, yeah.
Edmonton's announcers.
Yeah. They were good, yeah.
They have a lot of information. They go over the stats during the game.
Yep.
Unfortunately, during the one game, they did an interview for half of the game.
Yeah. And, to be honest, it's better than, Pierre. Pierre, he goes to a creepy level of interviews and stuff like that. He goes back to when you were like 5 years old.
Yeah, put John Giannone in there. He's the toughest one in there.
John Giannone, I like Giannone.
Did you see that duck the other night?
No, I didn't.
Puck went right at his head. He ducked it and almost hit the cameraman. He goes, I am not getting hit in the face with that again.
One year we went down to the Ranger games, and John Giannone went to the bench, and he was standing on the bench. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think this was last season. And he's standing on the bench. He's getting ready to do an interview and stuff like that. We started chanting Giannone's name. He loved it.
Oh, everybody loves John Giannone.
Yeah, he loved it. He turned over to us. He waved and everything. He was, laughing with us. He came over and was actually talking to us for a little bit while the players were out practicing.
Oh, that must have been great.
So he's a cool dude. He really is a cool dude.
It's funny in that you figure these announcers, they wouldn't talk to the public. Oh, no. But they make themselves available just like the rest of the Rangers do.
Yep.
And look how many pictures we see up in group.
Oh yeah. It's phenomenal the amount that this organization cares about the fans.
I know I got one guy who's on a Facebook friend who posts pictures with the Rangers all the time.
Yep.
Actually, every star.
Yeah.
You'll see him with WWE stars.
Yeah.
TV stars. I'm like, where do you live? How do you get these pictures? What are you, a stalker?
Yeah, right. I walk around New York City whenever I'm up there, and I'm like, how do people run into these people? I'm walking around like, okay, let's see. Anybody famous around here? No.
Where's Zook? Zook? Hold on. Look low. There he is.
Zuccarelli, you got to be careful. You might step on him.
Be in big trouble then.
But all right, guys.
It's been great doing the first podcast with you.
Yep. We hopefully we didn't bore you too much. Hopefully we've given you some things to think about, maybe talk about.
And a little laughs, and hopefully we're not getting bashed too much later on.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to post this in the group. It's also going to be on. So if you ever want to listen to it again or, let your friends know who aren't a part of the Rangers group, they can listen to it on PodBean. They can listen to it on SoundCloud. It's going to be a part of the neutral zone for Joey's thing.
Yes.
This will be
along with the Real New York Rangers fans blog.
Yes, it'll be a part of that. So this is going to be pretty much all over the internet, anywhere you can find it. Worst case scenario, if there's ever a problem and you guys want to get not necessarily a hard copy, but maybe a rough draft of this, I'll have it. You can always just message me. I'll email it to you. You can email it to your friends, whatnot. I have no problem doing that. So once again, we'd like to thank you for listening, and we want to, sit there and hope that Dominic pulls through with his cancer.
Yeah, he's going through chemo again next Wednesday.
I mean, that breaks my heart.
Yep. So. Thanks for everybody's thoughts and prayers. You guys made it known how you feel about the kid on the group.
Yep.
But, hey, the kid's a Ranger fan. He's strong. He'll pull through.
Is. And, I mean, we gotta be strong because he's strong. He's strong for us.
That's what I keep telling the family when I talk to them.
So, thank you guys for listening.
Let's go Rangers.
Dominic, pull through. Let's go Rangers. And hopefully we win tonight against the Capitals.
2 big points.
2 big points on the line. Thank you. Have a good night.